Hello. I recently saw the newest Scary Movie. That's Scary Movie 6. And now I'm able to do a complete ranking of all the scary movies in the Scary Movie franchise. Okay. And then what I will do is give you the ranking. Then I will tell you what I think that they should do to proceed into the future with the Scary Movie franchise. But first, the ranking. There are 6 movies. So, for the number 6 spot, I'm going to say Scary Movie 5. It is horrible. I tried to rewatch it. I couldn't make it through the beginning. It was just, oh, man, no. Ugh, it's so bad. So, that's going to be in the number 6 spot. Number 5 is going to be Scary Movie 6. Because it's not as bad as 5, and like I said, I'll give you reasons for the top 4. But Scary Movie 6, I haven't seen enough times, so it's one of those things where it's like one of the things that I personally thought, one of my reviews of the movie is it was more cinematic than I was expecting. That's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all. It was really more cinematic than I thought it was going to be. And I was like, oh, cool. Because, some of the movies that came out was kind of like, especially with 4 and stuff like that, where it kind of felt like direct to video, like all on a set type deal. And so, like I said, this really felt cinematic. I was glad I went to the theater to go see it. And it still had elements where it was like it's a great sequel because of the fact that it reinforces the movies that came before it. So that's awesome. It's one of those things where it's like it's its own wingman. It's just so good. Or the ultimate wingman, let's say. So okay. That's my personal opinion of it. Like I said, I would love to watch it a couple more times. I never saw Ma. And Ma is one of the films that they kind of spoof in there. So the movie with Octavia Spencer in there, and I just haven't got around to seeing it. It's one of those things where it just was there, and then I can't find it around. And like I said, I'm not searching for it. So I'm like, I must watch this movie now. But if it comes across, I'm like, hey, let me mark that put that on my watch list. So yeah. But most of the other movies that they referenced I had seen, so that was cool. It was fun. I felt as if it was an easy watch. Yeah. So, then, on the number 4 spot, I'm going to put Scary Movie 4. Scary Movie 4. Yeah, Scary Movie 4. Gonna be in the number 4 spot because it's funny. It's iconically it's got the skits in there, which I thought was just hysterical. The movie moves quickly, and I said, being someone who didn't like The Grudge, it's funny seeing it spoofed and stuff like that. Maybe more so because I didn't like The Grudge, but it has a scene where they're speaking Japanese to one another, and the subtitles say what they're saying, but they're just saying random Japanese products or Japanese, Chinese, whatever. Well, they're saying these random products. They're like Tabashi, Mitsubishi, and it's like, your Japanese is horrible. Shut up. So it's such a funny scene, and like I said, I thought that was hysterical, and it just I thought it moved well. So yeah. You also got the villain from Long Kiss Goodnight in a comedic role, which is interesting because all I'd known him from was Long Kiss Goodnight. So I was like, oh, okay. And then Anthony Anderson and Anthony Anderson and Kevin Hart. Oh, I can't believe I did that. Kevin Hart like are fantastic in both the third movie and the fourth movie. In the number 3 spot, I'm going to go ahead and put Scary Movie 2. Why Scary Movie 2? Because Scary Movie 2, its hindrance is also a redeeming factor of it. The second movie, they did their research. You know, they made references to stuff, and they had original comedy in the movie itself. You know, guys like, I can do it myself, like, and it's, or My Strong Hand. It had that originality to it, but then it also had a scene where there was a basketball rolling down the stairs, and it spoofed a commercial, a current commercial at the time, and then it also was spoofing Deadly Friend, which I'm sure nobody else other than me had seen. And one of the things was like, I had just seen the movie, so it was one of those things was like, oh, dude, like they referenced that movie, and it's an older movie. Christy Swanson, and basically the basketball comes down, and the robotic girlfriend, played by Christy Swanson, throws the basketball at the old lady who was the villain in Goonies and Throw Mama. Well, she wasn't the villain in Throw Mama from the Train. She was Mama in Throw Mama from the Train. But Christy Swanson's character in Deadly Friend throws the basketball and just explodes the head. It looks campy, and it was ridiculous. They referenced that, and I'm like, I don't think anyone else has seen this movie, but its credentials, it's really credible. It's one of these where like they did their research and looked up these films that they were spoofing and stuff like that. And so the references to The Haunting and all the other stuff that they do in there, and was it the What Lies Beneath, and just funny stuff. Tim Curry in there, and like I said, well played. And the guy from Night Court, actually, the one guy from Night Court who plays a ghost, which was like, there was a racing scene in there. Like I said, it's goofy and it's like great, but at the same time, it's one of those things where it's like I felt as if it was too good for the Wayans brothers, because they just had strings like bam originality, bam original, bam original, and there's like, and a sequel. Oh, okay, you gotta do a sequel. Like I said, they're supposedly, like, I guess, trying to fit jokes in there all the time. I don't know why in the world like I said, it's one of those things where it's like, it's a hindrance and a redeeming factor of them like going back and like doing this stuff that like horror fans will like, that had seen Deadly Friend or anything like that. So yeah, number 3 spot is number 2. So number 2 spot is going to be number 3. Number 3 has a high rewatch value in my personal opinion. It's making fun of 8 Mile. It is spoofing Signs. It is so many iconic, goofy, funny. You know, I spread Miracle Whip on my Wonder Bread. It's like, put the heart down. And the Texas switches that they do on there, if you don't know what a Texas switch is, it's when they have a stuntman fall, and then like the actor will come up or whatever within the frame. So you have the stuntman come down and the actor come up. They do that a lot in Scary Movie 3. It is so super fun. Like, sorry. Yeah. And of course, my favorite joke in Scary Movie 3 is, I need to tell her that her teacher, Brenda, passed away. And then he's like, and then Simon Rex is like, hey, I'll tell her. You know your teacher? She's dead. Oh, just like your dog. My dog's dead. I ran him over on the way in. So good. And when he cocks the shovel, he's like, let's go. It's like, it's the team, if I'm not mistaken, the team that did like Airplane and stuff like that. They didn't do Airplane 2, even though I enjoy thoroughly Airplane 2. But like, they brought that team in there, and I think that there's just like a higher rewatch value because of it essentially being less raunchy. So it just has a higher rewatch value for me personally. So number 3 is going to be in the 2 spot, and like I said, super fun. They even spoof Airplane, because what Leslie Nielsen's character comes in the thing is like, we're all proud of you, which is this thing he did in Airplane. Phenomenal. then the number one spot is going to be Scary Movie number one, because Scary number one is just, it's I can't not put number one in the number one spot. Like that's the groundbreaker. That's the one that broke the ground and gave us like some comedy that was just like over the top and awesome. This was, of course, the Wayans brothers doing it, because the Wayans brothers did 1 and 2, and then the Farley brothers, I think, came in for no, not the Farley brothers. Oh man, I can't think of the name, but I think there was a brothers team. Darn. But anyways, they did 3, they did 4, and I hope they didn't do 5, because 5 was terrible. But yeah. So number one, like I said, just groundbreaking. So that's how I felt about the movies. Like I said, I thought that the 6th movie was very cinematic, like way more cinematic than I was expecting, and so cool. And because let me tell you what they should do. Okay, like I said, it was more cinematic. It was like, so I like that. And then, of course, it also was like piggybacking jokes from the first movie. So it validated the first movie even more, which is awesome. And what I think they should do is spoof the classics. Like, at the end of the movie, there's an explosion. And some people die in the explosion. But what if the people didn't die in the explosion? Like, they were still okay. And then one tried to get the, like each of them broke off and got the people that walked away from the explosion. And so one's looking for one and seems to be really obsessed with them. Obsession. Another one's looking for him and gets lost, spoofing back rooms. You have them doing a vengeance thing, which, like, have them, have the joke with, like, somebody tries to hunt down Shorty, and he's like, "How are you keeping up with me? Would you just walk in?" It's like, dude, you're not even going that fast. It's like, you're gone. Sorry, yeah. It's like, you're not even going that fast. Shut up. I got emphysema. Or something, like I said, it was a fun film, and I really think that they can continue the story. Like I said, like one thing also is, like, you're starting the story. It's not thinking like, hey, it's just something new. It's just, the thing you give the strength to the new characters who are going to be on that back and forth. Create a new mechanism, like. It doesn't have to be, okay, just pick whatever's current, mix them up. Or it could be, hey, continue the story and with elements of movies that are coming out. I don't know if there's a formula or some kind of checklist that they have to do, but like I said, I think them being able to spoof the new stuff and still, I don't know, spoof some stuff that people aren't going to get unless they're in the horror community or have seen, a part of the horror. There's some people that really like horror movies. I'm going to tell you right now, there's some people that really like entire channels built on horror movies. So people like horror movies. Like I said, I'm personally a fan of dark comedies and adventures. And so, like, with dark comedy, horror comedy fits into there. And sometimes, like I said, I've always said a good movie transcends its genre. So, like, I'm not a big fan of body horror, but The Thing is amazing. The Thing is, like, no, top 20 movies, gotta be in my top 20, if not my top 10. Like I said, just The Thing is amazing. But like I said, it is body horror, and it's just not I don't like body horror for the most part. But like I said, the movie is so good that it transcends its genres. So, anyways, that's my ranking for all the scary movies. If you watch this far, you're awesome. Thank you. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. I'm an artist and a physical media collector. I'm doing a video a day until I get a silver play button or a gold play button. It's one of those things where it's like, I see so many videos where they're like, oh, this is how I got this on. Like, I saw this one where, like, yeah, this is how I'm getting this big bucks by my 3 channels. I was like, your 3 channels combined don't have as many subscribers as me, but at the same time, like, I don't, like, I don't know. Like I said, maybe I need to check my email, which I'm really bad at doing. But yeah, probably. Maybe eventually set up a PO box. That could be fun. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just doing this because I enjoy doing it and ranting on and talking to anyone who's willing to, listen to me talk about movies, because I love talking about movies. So, thanks so much for watching, and see you tomorrow. I think I'm gonna try and rank all the Toy Stories. I'll be ready for that.